You want to make $1 million. You have everything that you need to do so. You have the tools, you have the resources, but there's one critical element that a lot of us forget, and that thing is patience. Today we're going to be talking about that and why patience is the key to success in business. Stick around. One thing that I've never fully understood is when people say, when you're in Rome, you need to do like the Romans do. Okay, I could easily Google that and find out what that means, and I think what it comes down to is that just try to be like the culture, embrace the culture, all right? I don't know. But one thing I do know is that Rome, to me, is one of the most beautiful cities in this entire world. Okay, that and Venice, which also happens to be in Italy. So something that we know now from Italy and the Italians is that they know how to build cities. They know how to do things right and to make things beautiful, okay? But what people fail to realize is that Rome was not built in a day. Well, guess what? Neither was your business, neither was your success, all right? It takes time, and we need to talk about this, okay? People are rushing themselves, and in doing so are missing out on a lot of opportunities, learning opportunities, and ultimately failing. Okay, so I've said this before, that most startups, I think it was like 90% of startups, are going to fail within the first 5 years of operations. I've talked about that before. And I attributed that to like finances. People are not smart with their money, but there are more pieces of this puzzle, okay, that I'm just now realizing. And I think patience is a big factor here, all right? People want success faster than, success is coming, all right? If they're not seeing results within the first couple months, all of a sudden they think that they're a failure, that they're doing things wrong. Therefore, they go and they spend more money, and then that just puts them in a bad situation. Therefore, they become one of those businesses that fail within the first 5 years, all right? So it's important to talk about this. And there are different things in our lives that we just have to wait for, okay? Think about your perfect little baby. That baby took 9 months to come to earth, all right? It took some time. Think about the most delicious, juicy, amazing Thanksgiving turkey. Well, that turkey probably sat in the oven for about 4 hours. It took some time, all right? Your beautiful house that you live in may have taken up to a year to complete, all right? So what I'm getting at here is that it is okay to wait. It's okay to be patient. And I know not a lot of people have patience, but it is a trait that can be developed over time if you practice it, all right? We all want success really badly, but sometimes we feel like just being motivated is enough, but we disregard this crucial part of success, patience. And it's funny to me because I look around and I see all these people who are just out there for that instant gratification, and they don't really feel like putting in any type of work to get the results, okay? So I want to talk about the Powerball for a little bit. I have very strong opinions on the lottery, okay? I've talked about this before as well. And back in 2016, it was January, let me see the day, January 13th, 2016, the Powerball reached an all-time high. It has never been this high ever in the history of this planet, okay? The Powerball reached $1.5 billion. All right. Now this was cool for people who like to play the Powerball and the lottery, but the problem is that your chances of winning the lottery are so slim, it's ridiculous. Okay, so what people were doing, they were going out and they were actually taking out loans just to buy these Powerball tickets. All right. Well, that's a great idea since, all of a sudden now you have something to pay off and interest rates for a ticket that you're probably not going to win anything from anyways, all right? So millions of people were pouring money into this Powerball, and guess how many actual winners they had? Just 3, okay? So that 1.5 billion, you had to split it with other people, and then you take out the taxes, and then it's a nightmare, okay? Do not play the lottery. You will lose almost every single time, okay? And if you do win, you're going to lose that money quickly. You're going to spend it. The government's going to take your taxes. It's a nightmare, okay? And so don't get sucked into the idea of quick money. It's not a real thing. Let me say that one more time. Do not get sucked into the idea of quick money, okay? People fail because of that. And I'm not saying that I'm not guilty of it, okay? So let's see. It was the beginning of this year, 2019, all right, it was January 2019, I invested in myself, okay? I invested $2,500 into an online course that was going to teach me how to do digital marketing. And it was awesome, okay? I learned a lot of great stuff. But after, a couple months of not seeing any success, I started questioning that program, if it was actually worthwhile and if it actually was going to give me the results that I wanted. So I started looking for other things that I could invest in to help speed up the process a little bit, because my first investment was not working. All right? I have just become the perfect example of what I said not to be, because the idea of quick money is not a real thing, right? And so I was like, what do I need to do here? I ended up not investing in anything else, but I decided to retrace my steps and really focus in on what I had already invested in, because there were proven results from other people. The problem is that I was not patient. Okay, I was wanting those results quicker than they were able to come. All right, so patience is a virtue. We hear that all the time. Patience is a virtue. Well, a virtue is defined as behavior showing high moral standards. All right, behavior showing high moral standards. Well, there's one thing that I do know, all right? I might not be perfect at being patient, but behavior is developed. Behavior is learned. And if you can learn this, then you're going to stop wasting your money on things that have no worth, okay? Develop that skill of being a patient person. It's not easy, but the most successful people that I know of are people that were willing to wait for their success, and they were willing to work hard and push through it, and they did not fall for easy money, and no, they definitely did not play the Powerball, okay? So what kind of person do you want to be? The sooner we can learn that patience is the key to success in business, the sooner that we will learn that the sooner that we will learn that patience is also the key to success in life in general. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.